Hey guys, Seems here. This is my first legitimate video with some commentary in, and I figured I'd start off by covering the new Call of Duty beta. And if I were to just jump right into it, I'd have to say, man, this game is freaking amazing. Like, I'm talking, like, right from the get-go, I was instantly hooked. Not necessarily from the team deathmatch, but I'd have to say War Mode was my personal favorite. Like, I don't know about you guys, but the War Mode that they basically brought back from World at War, like, it's not the same, because I remember basically in World at War they had the neutral flags, and whoever caught the flag first would basically take that. And there's different objectives like capturing command posts, repairing the bridge, getting to the ammo drops, either destroying or defending them. Like, man, they really revamped it. And this is just the multiplayer beta. I'm more excited for the zombies because, man, I'm really into the horror genre, and judging from the trailer, it really looks like they were going for a horror look rather than the comedic spin-off that Treyarch created. And now it seems like they're trying to scare everybody. As I've seen, they said they're trying to scare the new and old players, so that's going to be intense. But after seeing all these other videos on it, and everyone's saying that this game has a lot of potential. This could be the next big thing, like Black Ops multiplayer with a taste of World at War. And through playing the beta, I've seen so many people. I only played it for one night and got to rank 17, and I saw so many people playing. I saw a lot of people that got to the level cap already, and that just goes to show you. Just from the PlayStation beta, like, a lot of people are really enjoying this, and I honestly can't wait to play it again when it comes out on November 3rd. And while I'm recording this, 4 days from now, and I'm recording this on the 28th at about 11 p.m. I really like what Activision's done here. Like, judging by what I've been hearing from people like Drifter and other YouTubers, like, shout out to Drifter, by the way, this game really bolstered a whole new feel to it. Like, I got an amazing experience, I got a lot of really good vibes from it, and honestly, I couldn't stop playing this when I started the beta. I just couldn't stop. And I hadn't experienced that with Call of Duty since, well, I guess, since Black Ops 1 and 2 multiplayer, and of course Black Ops 3. I didn't really play the Black Ops 3 multiplayer, and although I never really got to play Infinite Warfare, that's aside from the point, but man, Activision stepped it up. Like, it's got a whole new feel. It's really just more of a World at War feel with really amazing aesthetic. Like, I'm not going to really get into the HUD that much, but it really goes with the map design, obviously the aesthetic. In terms of the classes, I personally stick with, I guess, infantry, either infantry or armored. Infantry because of the M1 Garand, which I'm really glad they brought back. I did enjoy using it. Once again, I'm really glad they brought it back because it's definitely a personal favorite, and it's definitely a fan favorite in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but anyway, let's just jump into it. So, like, with some of the weapons, like the shotgun from the Expeditionary class, the Winchester, sometimes felt a bit inconsistent. That's really just me. I just had a bit of trouble with getting used to it, which felt weird for me because the shotgun class is usually what I stick with. When I was playing through Black Ops 1 and 2 multiplayer, I always stuck with the shotgun class. I also did try out the sniper class, which I did have a bit of trouble with at first, but I did get the hang of it because actually, well, the design of the maps actually fitted quite well. I really like in War Mode as opposed to, let's say, Team Deathmatch, where you're just fighting to kill each other for most points. As in War Mode, you take command posts, capturing build bridges, and you're basically capturing a point, kind of like in Overwatch, how you're taking a payload and you're moving it. So, like with a tank, I think it's going to bring a whole new premise to Call of Duty multiplayer. I honestly feel like it's going to bring a new dynamic to Call of Duty as a whole, and I feel that's going to be a nice new gig for the esports community. I won't really get too into that, but I will say that this game is definitely going in the right direction, especially for Activision and for the future that Call of Duty holds. Because I really feel like with, let's say, Advanced Warfare, I wouldn't say Black Ops 3, but from Advanced Warfare, a lot of people felt that, well, I and many Call of Duty fans felt this, but however, it kind of gave the impression that the Call of Duty series was kind of going downhill. Like, it was going, like, more futuristic, which was cool, and it was really nice, and they got exos and all different sorts of futuristic weaponry, which definitely worked, but didn't really stick up for the old school Call of Duty community. At least that's my general take of it. And now I feel like they're going back in the right direction because now they're stepping back. They're going, like I said, to World at War, and tying it in with some Black Ops multiplayer, which was probably the most popular, other than like Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3. As for the beta itself, honestly, I really felt nostalgic, like with a whole new feel and with all new old weapons and with, I guess, old game modes. Judging by the fact that War Mode now is brought back and better than ever. Like, I could have played this mode for hours. Like, if I got a group of friends and we just played this, we would probably be stuck on it for several hours on end. Not only because we enjoyed the old competitive feel of Call of Duty games, but mainly because, well, it's simple. It's nothing too over the top. It's nothing too, well, I guess, futuristic, which I won't say is a bad thing. But since the series has gone back to World War II, I think it's definitely fitting. And who knows, down the line in the future, definitely, like I said, with zombies, and thinking about the whole story behind how they created Nazi zombies in the first place, how it was never meant to be a whole new game mode that people talk about the way they talk about it now. How they've extended the whole story with the 4 base characters, Takeo, Dempsey, Nikolai, and Richtofen. If anybody wants to discuss the whole Call of Duty Zombies series with me, go ahead and comment or send me a message personally. I'd like to talk about it, because as I mentioned, with the whole new look that they brought for World War II and how it's probably going to lead into more of a horror genre, I am definitely looking forward to that. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked again. As you guys can probably see from the footage, I definitely went on a few tirades in War Mode especially. Most of the footage I'm putting up here is from War Mode because I enjoyed it the most, but I'm going to just switch over to Domination Mode real quick. I'm not going to focus too much on Team Deathmatch because I think everybody knows that it's definitely the most primitive mode in Call of Duty. And the map that I'm playing on Domination, the Ardennes Forest, or Ardennes if it's French, but that's just me. I'm Canadian, give me a break. I'm not going to show too much footage from it, but I will say that the map design for this definitely worked with Domination, or CTF, Capture the Flag in the Snow. I really liked how this map was laid out, to be perfectly honest. I didn't grow into it too much, but I did like the way that Domination worked really well with it. And although I don't have a lot of footage to show, that's mainly because I sucked ass at Domination. It was one of my first run-throughs with playing the beta. Overall, to give my honest perspective from playing the Call of Duty World War II beta, and I have to say, I'm not going to give it a rating out of 10 yet, but that's simply because it's a beta and I don't really want to jump to any conclusions. However, it looks really promising, that much I can say. And from that, I think I'm just going to leave you with some war footage while I just go ahead and massacre the enemy team. It's really satisfying, and I was mostly on a turret, but for maps and sections like the town where you have to defend the bridge, being on a turret is completely necessary in order to hold the back. And although I was on it for an absurdly long time, I did have a lot of fun picking people off coming out of the bushes from the right. Anyway, I think that's all I'm going to cover for now. If anyone wants to see any more beta footage, which will be coming out again on the morning of September 1st, and I'm just finishing this recording late night, August 28th, I will be looking forward to that, and if anyone else wants to add me on PSN or eventually play with me on Call of Duty World War II when the game comes out on November 3rd, 2017. I'm going to leave my PSN up on the screen and in the description. PSN being Seams-23, Seams being spelled with EA and not 2 E's. I kind of decided to keep it like that since I made it. But anyway, thanks guys for watching so much. Leave a comment and like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Oh, and before I go, I actually did plan on doing some playthroughs of games like Dark Souls 3, Dying Light, and other games like that. If anyone wants to see some playthroughs of that with, I guess, live commentary, because now that I finally got my HD60 Elgato, finally came in, so now I can start doing that. But like I said, if anyone wants to see some of that, just leave some suggestions in the comments, or just send me a direct message. That works too. Thanks for watching, guys.
That's it! We're advancing! The main battery's by the church! That's it! We're advancing! Good! Keep advancing to the church! We're on the move! Alright, let's get to the church! German reinforcements got here before we could build the bridge.